Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Mel. I'm so glad you could stop by my channel. So today is a collab video. I know I've been doing those a lot lately, but you know what? They're a lot of fun and I really enjoy doing them. This is a group of 4 ladies here that were in the 50 plus category, and it's more of a get ready with me date night Valentine's look. So if you're interested to see what other channels are collabing with me, then let's get into the video. So I just wanted to thank Kimberly from Pretty Over 50 including me on this fun little collaboration. She had the idea of doing a date night Valentine's Day kind of look, so I thought that would be really fun to do. I was going to be doing a Valentine's look anyhow, so I thought I'd join in on this little collab, and also Jeannie from Get This Glowing, and also Queenie from Makeup Queenie, so we're all in this fun little collab together. I'm going to first start off today with doing my eyes because I think a few of these eyeshadow palettes I'm going to be using today have some fallout. So I prefer to do my eyes first, and then if there's any fallout, I can wipe it away after. And I'm going to be using my tape hack today just because it's so much easier to keep all of those lines straight. I know it always looks so funny when I get that tape on, but believe me, it works incredibly. So I picked up a cute little palette that I thought was really sweet for Valentine's Day. When I think of Valentine's Day, I think of like pinky, obviously, with the background I have going on today, and you know, reds and like purpley mauvey type of colors. So this is a little palette from e.l.f. and it is the Rose Gold Nude. I have another version of this, but I use it more in the fall. I think it has more like warm tones, like rusty colors, that sort of thing in the palette. But I thought this was such a cute little palette for Valentine's Day. Has some nice little pinks and all that sort of stuff. These are also mattes, and they also do have some shimmer shades. But I thought it was just so cute. It has all these little shades right here, all the pinks, and then some darker tones here. But we're probably going to use more of this one over here because these are more of like the dusty rose and the pink colors. And then I also have a couple other palettes that, depending on, again, this is my first time using this palette. I just picked it up this morning, and it's so affordable. Like e.l.f. products are so affordable. This was only about $6 Canadian, which, and the color payoff is so good with the e.l.f. products. But I may go in with my Lise Watier palette, this one here, and I have another Maybelline one. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to need, because I'm trying to keep it pink today. So there's a pink shade in this palette here that I may have to go and use. But we'll see. We'll see how this turns out. I like playing with makeup, so it's always fun to try these palettes out. So the first one I'm going to go in with is this one right here. It's like a dusty rose color. And before I get started, I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer to use as a eyelid primer. I don't have like an actual eyelid primer, but I use concealer a lot just to do that. And I'm just using a sponge to blend it all in. And that's just going to help that eyeshadow stay on. Now that we got the eye all prepped, we're going to go in with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with this one right here. It is like a dusty rose type of color. And I'll use that as my transition shade. So I thought it was so nice of Kimberly from Pretty Over 50 to reach out to me and include me in this collaboration. And a lot of her channel is, she does a whole bunch of different things. So she does makeup, she does skincare, she does like vlogging, she will do like clothing. If she goes and, you know, does a shopping spree, she'll do some clothing ones. So I love her channel, and she's just it's really nice, her channel. She is just very easy to listen to, has a very calming voice. So I really enjoy Kimberly's channel. And I hope you can, I'll have everybody's channel, their links down below of who's involved in the collab. And I hope you check them out. They're all wonderful people. And it's so nice being in this, we call it the 50 plus community, where there's really a lot of us out there just, you know, having our own channels, doing our own thing. And sometimes we just don't get the recognition because, let's be honest, like people just can't find us really. I don't think we're just not big enough YouTubers yet. Kimberly had mentioned, you know, in a video that you watch some of these other channels and you put it into the search engine and you always come up with kind of the same names always come up because they're bigger YouTubers. So what's nice is that we can all you know, we can all kind of come together and help each other out and support each other. And I'm really feeling it from all these other channels. It's so nice having this community that we do. So now that I laid down that transition shade, next I'm going to go in with, and there is quite a bit of fallout actually with this palette, so I think I'll go in to this like a purple kind of color here. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it. And then Jeannie's channel from Get This Glowing, she does a lot of like unboxing videos. She has like Ipsy and BoxyCharm, and there's a whole bunch of other ones that she subscribes to. She kind of does those unboxings. She does a bit of vlogging. She does giveaways on her channel, which is always fun. I appreciate it also because she does a lot of collabs with, again, all these other channels that we're all just trying to support each other. So that's always fun to watch when she's doing these collabs. And yes, I am getting a lot of fallout, which I kind of remember when from my other e.l.f. palette there is a bit of fallout. So that's why I do prefer to do my eyeshadow on days like this first. And then next I'm going to go in with this darker shade here. It's like a brownie color. I don't know if that's showing up kind of on the camera there, but it's kind of on like a mauvey brown. So we're going to try and darken this area up. But yeah, you can kind of definitely see, hey, all the fallout I'm getting. There's actually quite a bit, so I'm surprised. We're just going in with this darker one. This is more of a matte color. And then the other lady on this collab is Queenie from Makeup Queenie, and she's actually new to me. We just kind of discovered each other with this collaboration, but when I've gone to look at some of her videos and watch some of her videos, she is, what I appreciated about her channel, actually, she's a cruelty-free product person. She does a lot of project panning, so that's kind of when you're trying to hit pan on some of your products. And there's actually quite a few channels doing that right now. It's like a little challenge for them to see if they can hit pan on their products. I said, I don't know if I can ever do a project pan because I'm always kind of buying new stuff and trying new stuff. So whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it is what it is. So yeah, I hope you can really check out those other ladies. They're such just really genuine people. And I feel just really blessed and honored to be a part of this community that we have going here. And really, you know, I've personally met so many wonderful people on this little journey I have going on here. It's almost a year that I've been on YouTube. It'll be a year in April. Yeah, it's gone by fast, that's for sure. But it's been a lot of fun. And just meeting all these wonderful people. It's been awesome. So it darkened up the crease a little bit more. I'm trying to get more of a pinky, because pink is going to be, I think, the trend for the spring. That's what I keep hearing about all the time, is that pink is going to be the color. Whether some people like pink or not, but for Valentine's Day, I knew it was certainly going to be the color that I wanted to choose. But I would say, yeah, it definitely has deepened that crease up. I think I am going to go into this little Maybelline City palette. And this is just the Cocoa City. But there's a really cute little, like a peachy pink shade in here. That one right there. So we'll see what that one does. And I'm going to use a different, this is just a Real Techniques shading brush. Again, a lot of fallout with these palettes. But I usually find that with drugstore brands. Yeah, that's better. It's just giving me a little bit more of a pinky tone, what I'm looking for. It's funny, you have this idea in your head of what you envision the look is going to look like, and then sometimes it just doesn't work out. So to try and darken that inner corner even more, I'm going to try this purple here before I go into the really dark shade. I'm going to try this one right here. And this is just, I'm really liking these brushes from Profusion. I got them for Christmas. But this is just like a flat little shader brush, because I just want to concentrate that color right on the outer V. Now that I've deepened up the ends of the eyes there, I'm going to just kind of make sure everything's blended. So I'm just going in with my NYX blending brush. I was also going to say something I like about these three ladies that I'm working with today is a lot of them do like drugstore finds. So you know that I appreciate that. I'm pretty much all drugstore stuff. So I really enjoy that as well. Next I'm going to take this purple from my Lise Watier palette, and I'm putting that on with my finger, because I think that's going to work better than trying to do it with a brush. I'm just going to place it on this inner part of my eye. Well, I think that's about as kind of pinky and peachy that I'm going to get today. So I'm just going to take the tape off now, and then I'm going to wipe away all that fallout. See, I like how it just gives you that nice crisp line, and then as I'm putting my foundation and concealer and all that sort of stuff on, then we'll kind of blend those out, the line out, so it's not so harsh. But yeah, there's quite a bit of fallout with that palette, which is disappointing sometimes when you have, I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me when there is a bunch of fallout, but yeah, just as a word of caution, that's why I do my eyes first. So I'm just going to kind of let those lines settle down a little bit. Also, some of the line was from the tape, even though I kind of took the residue off the tape so it wasn't sticking so badly, but we'll just let that do its thing, and we'll move on to some of our other makeup. Yeah, so I got quite a bit of stuff off my face. So next I'm going to go in with my brow. So this is just the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and I have this in the shade Brunette. So I always just kind of brush through first, so that they're all kind of lying the same way. And I just gently fill in any sparse areas that I have. And it has been wonderful. I just went and got my eyebrows waxed a couple of days ago. It's so much better. I go, I don't know, maybe about every 4 months or so to get my eyes waxed. In the interim, I try and maintain them myself by, plucking here and there. But it would be a scary moment for me if I ever had to do it myself. So the brows are now done, and one thing I forgot to do before I took the tape off is I wanted to do liquid eyeliner today. And the only way that I can really do a little bit of a wing with my liquid eyeliner is to have the tape on, because my saggy eyes here get caught up when I'm trying to do the line, so that just doesn't work for me. So I'm reapplying the tape, and I will do the wing. You watch all these young girls, they just can do a freehand wing, and it's because their skin is so nice and tight still. But yeah, not when you're getting this older skin going. So a couple of videos ago, I was using a NYX liquid eyeliner, and it was not working for me. I tried to use it a couple of times after that, and there was something obviously wrong with it. So I thought, you know what, I am just going to take it back to the store. So that's what I did this morning. Took it back to the store, and I wanted to try a different one, but there wasn't a big selection of NYX eyeliners. So I just went in with, I saw a stand of Maybelline. So this is a Maybelline Hyper Easy eyeliner. So we'll give that one a try. It looks new. It says that it's 800 pitch black. It's a liquid pen, easy lines, smooth glide, no skipping. It has a flex brush tip. So we're going to go in with this. Yeah, I mean, normally I wouldn't put a liquid eyeliner on. Liquid is not my favorite to work with. I much prefer either a gel pencil or just even a pencil. But I'm going to be wearing false eyelashes today, so I wanted to put more of a liquid eyeliner on. But yeah, that's a really pretty packaging. Very nice. And I'm going to start just in the kind of middle of the eye. Oh, that's way better than that NYX I was trying to fight with. Yes. There's definitely something wrong with the pencil. I think it was just old. Oh, this is really liquidy. I can feel it as I'm putting it on. And it did say it's like 24-hour wear, smudge resistant. So I'd like to put that through the test, especially when I go into my inner corners here when I'm wearing false eyelashes. Oh, that's a really nice pen. Okay, I'm just going to go to the other side now. Okay, I am really impressed with this pen. Like, it put the wing on awesome. Yes, I had help with the tape, but it glided on so nicely. It didn't have, sometimes you can, when you're putting on a liquid, it kind of can get those gaps between there. That was amazing. That's a great new pen. I think that is going to be a new favorite. It was very liquidy as well. So I'm going to show you 3 products that I have been using for the last 2 weeks, and I'm not sure when I'm going to stop using it because it literally makes my skin look airbrushed when I put the foundation on. Unbelievable. So I started using a new moisturizer because I like trying new skincare products out, and moisturizer is one of my go-to things. So I've been trying this Olay. This is the Luminous Whip Light as Air Active Moisturizer. Lasting radiance without shine. Hopefully you can see it there. But what is great about this moisturizer is it's a priming moisturizer. And I had never tried one of those before. I didn't even really know that they had priming moisturizers until I saw it in the store one day. But I put it on and I let it sink into my skin as I normally do with moisturizers. Just kind of looks like that. It's a really nice texture. Like sinks right into your skin. It's so beautiful. Has a little bit of a fragrance to it, but it's nothing overwhelming. So I use that. I put it on, let it sit for about 5 minutes. Then I've been going in with this new primer. So I used it a couple videos ago. This was a viewer suggestion. It's the NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. And this is just like a clear. There was a bunch of different types, but I like more of a clear base. So I've already put the moisturizer on. I did that before I came on camera. I'm going to go in with this primer and give it a good shake when you use it. And I concentrated on the areas where I have sort of more wrinkles, like up here and in between my eyebrows. And in this area where I have more pores and down on my chin. But it leaves your skin so silky. The formulation, I don't know, like it leaves it so soft. Again, I let that primer sit on my skin for a few minutes before I go in with my foundation. All right, so now that the primer has had time to sit in, I'm going in with the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. And I did a first impression review on this a couple of videos ago. This is amazing foundation. Like I said, 2 weeks straight that I've been using this, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. So I just make sure to give it a good shake. I like the pump design on it. I've been using just like one big pump, and then I have to go in usually with just a little bit more, but I'm just going to start off. It's not runny at all. You can see it's like a thicker consistency. Okay, and then I'm just going in with my L'Oreal sponge and blending that all in. But I can't believe what a difference it has made, this foundation has made to the look, like the appearance of my skin, how it feels. It is just an amazing foundation. Because it's always hard sometimes when you do like a first impression video on a product because, again, it's a first impression. So I like to try them after for a while. But I couldn't believe how this has made a difference. And it's one of the very, very few that has not been settling into my fine lines at all. There's a little bit of settling, but not like some of those other ones that I have. And it's a medium coverage. It's not like a full coverage, which is fine for me. But I was looking in the mirror the one day when I was at work. And I was just looking and going, wow, like my skin just looks fresh. And you couldn't really see the pores were all blurred. And the coverage is just amazing. So yeah, so you'll be seeing a lot more of this foundation on my channel. You know, it's just awesome. It doesn't leave your face cakey. You can build it up. I've put a little bit more on just to kind of build up in this area right here. But again, it gives you just like a radiant glow, but not too overpowering. So I am absolutely in love with this foundation. So next I'm going to go in with concealer, and this is just the CoverGirl TruBlend concealer, and I have this in the shade M100 Golden Natural. And this is, I did a video not that long ago where I was comparing the CoverGirl and the L'Oreal, and I like the CoverGirl a little bit more just because it doesn't dry my under eye area out. And then I'm just going to blend it in with my little mini Real Technique sponge, and I'm just trying to be careful around where the eyeshadow is and the eyeliner. Yeah, I like how that eyeshadow turned out. Now that I'm looking at it in the mirror, it's pretty. It's between the combination of a whole bunch of different palettes, but yeah, it turned out a nice color. And then I'm just going to use that same concealer to highlight. You're just trying to make sure that everything looks even. That's all blended in. So now I'm going to go in with just a little bit of powder. This is my Marcelle Luminous face powder. Just kind of looks like that. And I have this in the shade Translucent Radiance. Because I want to have a little bit of a glow today. I don't want this to be my face looking dry because I do like luminosity to it. And that's what this face powder does. It doesn't give you that dry look. And I don't usually do my whole face. I just apply it in the areas where I put that highlighter. And I put a little bit here where my smile lines are. And I don't normally bring this one right under my eyes because I don't want that luminosity accentuating my fine lines. But I don't have my other powder with me today, so I'm just going to put a little bit, just to set a little bit of that concealer. And then for bronzer today, I'm just going in with my Maybelline City Bronzer, and I have this in the shade 200. And I give myself a generous portion of bronzer, especially at this time of year. I'm so pale right now. I don't have any self-tanner on or anything, so I feel very not glowy at all. I just bring that right up into my hairline. And this is a really nice bronzer. It doesn't leave, sometimes they can be almost muddy looking, but this one doesn't do that. It's just a nice tanny brown. And make sure to always take it down your neck so everything looks seamless. And again, another product that I was loving from your choice is the Physicians Formula. This is the Butter Blush, and I have this in the shade Vintage Rouge. It is so pretty. It is such a lovely, lovely blush. Been loving it. And I just kind of swirl my brush around in there. And it gives you just a hint of a color, nothing too overpowering, and it doesn't settle into your lines at all because it just glides, actually, just glides so nicely onto your cheeks. So an absolute love this product. I'm going to finish my eyes off in a minute. I was just trying to leave them till last. Especially when I'm wearing false eyelashes, I always try and put them on at the very last because they have a tendency, you know how they start falling off by the end of the night. It doesn't matter how much glue I put, like especially in the corners, it just starts coming away from the corner. It's so irritating. And because I was trying to keep like more of a glowy pinky theme going today, we're going to go in with my favorite highlighter, and we're going to use this nice little Profusion blush. I've been loving this for my highlighter lately, but this is the well-used Maybelline Master Chrome, and I have this in Molten Rose Gold, but it comes apart like that. I'm not buying another one until I use this one up, and you don't need very much of this one. I'm just taking a little bit on the brush and very gently putting it on my cheeks. I don't want too much of a blinding one today. I'm trying to keep this a little bit more subtle. You know, I love my blinding highlighters. And then I'm just taking it down my nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin, what the heck. Now I'm going to start finishing off my eyes. So I'm just going to run some of under my lower lash line. I'm going to be using a couple of the different colors that I used on the e.l.f. palette and just running those underneath my eyes, under the lower lash line. So I'm going to start off kind of with that first color I use, which is more of like a burgundy. And I just make sure to tap this off really well because now if any of that fallout, you've already done your face. You don't want it getting all over that. And I'm almost going to kind of layer it with the different eyeshadows. So now I'm going to go in with that dark dusty rose color. And I'm going to start deepening it up with that really dark purple that I put on. And I'm bringing it all the way across. Normally I'll stop halfway, but I figured today we'll just kind of go all the way across. And then I'm going to go in with, this is just an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. It's like a flat type. And we're just going to put a little bit of that purple that I used from the Lise Watier palette. Okay, so under the eye is done now. I'm going to go in with two mascaras today. And the first one I'm going to use is just the Colossal. And this is in the shade Classic Black, but I'll show you the reason I'm doing two shades, and I'll show you in a minute. So just put this one on first. I'm going to put this one onto my top lashes, but I've really been liking this mascara. And I don't usually do put a whole bunch of mascara on my top lashes because I'm going to be wearing false lashes. But I saw this in the store. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous, and I have this in the shade Deep Burgundy, but I thought it would be such a cool color to have under, like on my lower lash line. I didn't want to put it on my top lash line because you're not going to see it because of the false eyelashes. But it looks so pretty. Look at that. I have a blue one like this one, and the blue really stands out. It is so cool looking. But I thought the Deep Burgundy would almost be like a really, really dark brown because I do like using brown. Oh, that is really pretty. I thought it would go with the whole pink vibe. And it's such a nice wand for doing your bottom lashes. It's just like your regular mascara wand, but yeah, it's wonderful. That's great. And I like the color. It kind of blends in with that whole purple that I have going on. So before I go in with my falsies, I always like to do a little bit of tight lining on my upper waterline. So for that, I'm going in with the NYX. This is just a retractable eyeliner, and I have this in black. And I find when I'm wearing false eyelashes, it just kind of helps fill in any little gaps that I have. And it is waterproof. I always recommend when you're using products in your waterlines, whether it's the upper waterline or the lower waterline, using waterproof. And then that way it's going to stay for the majority of the day. And then in my lower lash line, because I'm trying to keep this more of a softer look today instead of it being, if I was to put a black eyeliner, it'd be a little bit more bold looking. But I'm trying to keep this more softer. So for my lower waterline, this is just a Maybelline Lasting Drama. And it's just in a shade, like a cream colored shade. It's an old pencil, so I don't even know if I can read the print on it. But I just put that on my lower lash line. And that just kind of brightens my whole look up. Now I purchased some new lashes. I saw these in the store and I thought that was really interesting. It looks like Ardell has a new lash line. These are the Extension FX Lift and Define, but they've made a line specifically for different eye shapes, like eye types. So because I am developing more of a hooded eye, these ones are best for, it says monolid or hooded eyes. So I thought that was a great idea because when you do start developing more of a hooded eye, I know that you're supposed to wear lashes that are a bit more fuller in the center, kind of giving that illusion. But I mean, I wear my wispies. I love my wispies, but the thing with wispies is they tend to flare kind of out the end area here of your eye, and that can tend to bring your eye down a little bit and look a little bit droopy. So I wanted to give these a try. And there was a whole bunch of different ones. Like there was, if you have like close set eyes, there was another one. I think it was if you have like almond shaped eyes. So I thought it's great. If this can actually make my eyes look maybe a little bit bigger and more fuller, I'm all in. So I'm going to go do these off camera because I haven't even taken them out of the box yet. I have to go trim them and put them on, but I will be right back. All right, I think I may have just found my new lashes. They went on so easily, and the band is actually kind of clear. It's not like that really black band that you can get, and you can it's really hard to kind of match up the eyeliner in that. They look so good. I think these are my new go-tos. I'm just going to pop in a little bit of color into, I didn't want to do that before the lashes, but I'm just popping in a little bit of that Maybelline highlighter right into the corners of my eyes to kind of make them pop a little bit. And then I was debating between, because I never know what lip color I want to go with until I finish doing my whole eye look and everything, because sometimes if the eye look is too bold, then if you do too bright of a lip, it just doesn't look right. So I had brought out my J-Lo, and this is kind of like my nudie shade. But that might be, I think that might be too nude. So then I brought out my NYX. This is kind of like the pink, but I got that pink theme going. And then I also brought along, I purchased this right after Christmas. That's the best time sometimes to buy stuff because they have it on clearance. But I picked up this whole Clinique set. And it has like mascara, eyeliner, a little eyeshadow palette. I'll use those in another video somewhere down the line here. I liked that it had this Clinique Take the Day Off makeup remover. I've heard really good things about that. But it comes in this cute little pouch. Again, it's like snowflakes on the front here. It's so cute. But what it has in here is, I think this is it. It's a red lipstick. Oh, there we go. Huh. But it's just that color right there. And that's the swatch right there. So it's more on, like, has pinky undertones to it. All right, I'll be daring today. I'll go in with the red. Ah! Okay, so I don't really have, because I never wear red, so I don't have like a red lip liner. This is like a plum lip liner that I have, because especially when you wear red, that will definitely probably bleed out into my fine lines here. But hey, that's what Valentine's Day is, right? It's red. So let's give this a go. If I don't like it, I'll just take it off. Oh, it goes on really nice. It's pretty red. You know that that bold colors kind of aren't my thing. If I get lipstick on your teeth, and that bold lipsticks are so unforgiving, especially like if you don't get the lines right, you can definitely see it. This is the shade Passion Pop, but yeah, so it's a very pretty red. So because we don't want our makeup going anywhere all night, we want to go in with some setting spray. So I'm just going in with this is the NYX Dewy Finish, because we want to have kind of a dewy look tonight, glowy. And I just spray a little bit on my face, and then I'll blend it in a little bit with one of my sponges. Now I just take my sponge and blot up any areas that there may be residual. I just want to thank Kimberly so much for including me in this fun collab and this fun little get ready with me date night Valentine's Day look. Also Jeannie from Get This Glowing and Queenie over in Makeup Queenie. Thank you so much for participating in this. I can't wait to see what their looks are going to look like. I know they'll look fabulous. So don't forget to check out their channels. I'll leave their links below. They're awesome, awesome ladies, and I hope you just go over and show them some love. I know that they would really appreciate that. Again, I'll always have all of the products that I use. I'll always have them in my description box below if you're, just in case you're wondering what products I've used. I'm really liking that Maybelline eyeliner. That went on so slick. That was awesome. That worked out really well. And then also these eyelashes. I'm going to see how well they wear throughout the day. But yeah, I'm thinking definitely I can see how it's working with more of the hooded eye. It's giving that lift up in the center of my eye. So I'm really liking that. The red lipstick, we're going to give it a test drive, see how that works. But yeah, so far I like the color. Again, it's more of my, I'm glad I chose that pack that I have, because that really is a nice color of red. It has the bluey pinky undertones to it, so I'm really liking that. Yeah, the eyeshadow palette, the e.l.f., that turned out quite nicely. I do like how it's not as pink as I wanted it. It's more, I guess, more of like a purple. But hey, we got to work with what we got, don't we? So I hope you enjoyed this fun little collab. It's always nice working with these ladies that we're all just trying to support each other and help each other out and I would say we're trying to grow our community. So there's not a lot of us 50 plus ladies. So I hope that, and I'm not afraid to say that I'm 50. I'm going to be 51 in like a few months here. So it's always fun to kind of work with these ladies. If you haven't done so already, I would love for you to check out my other videos that I'll have on this side over here. And I would love for your support. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit the notification bell. And that way you're notified whenever I upload a new video. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope everybody has a great week and a great life. And I will see you all very soon in my next video. Thanks. Bye.